Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Mission 2 in the Red Flag Campaign 21-1 by Bunyip Campaigns. Mission 2 is just a continuation of Phase 1's against the Redland or Redlandia. Um, we're going to help strike packages further degrade the IADS in the region. We are tasked with providing seed this time around, so we'll have some harms. And yeah, so here we have the roll call. We have Ford 1, Ford 2 as Cap, like usual. Colt, that's us. We're going to be seed along with Colt 2 as AI seed. Dodge 1, Springfield 1. Oh, that's weird. USAF Hornets, that's new. They're going to be Strike. We got a B1, some A10s, and then our normal tanker support and AWACS. Range weather for 24 February 2021, 1300 local. We got some broken clouds this time around and a little bit of wind out of the east at 10 knots. Cons are at 27,000 to 34,000, so marking there. Red air threats, same as last mission, I believe. We have J11s with RWR 29, Su 30s, and MiG 21s. Nothing too crazy, and they're going to set up a cap right around bullseye, north and south. Red IADS, on the other hand, that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on this time around, so this is kind of important for us. We have north and south SA2s here, a south HQ7, and then north HQ7 and an HQ7 right on bulls pretty much. Departure flow, so starting at 2100 Zulu parking, Foxtrot 144, so that means we're on the west side ramp of Nellis. Left out parking right, Foxtrot, left Alpha, and then we're going to be crossing our runway to get to 3 right. Departure Dream to Sally Corridor. Last mission it was Dream to El-Cal Corridor, so this will be slightly different. Tankers are available. Again, I don't think we'll need it. The range isn't too far, and I don't think we'll be on station long enough to warrant a refuel. Marshall plan this time around, we are in Alaska. That should be the northernmost stack, 26 to 29,000 with AGM 88s. That's kind of where our max altitude would be, around maybe 33s. So we're sitting good still there. We'll probably hang out around the low 26,000 range. OCA push is 2130. Seed will be pushing 5 minutes later, and then Strike will be pushing shortly after us with Cass following them. Marshall point is 7 still with an east-west orbit. OCA game plan, looks like there's going to be 2 cap tracks for OCA, north and south. They're going to push out and just harass or sanitize the airspace around bullseye and our targets. See, this is where we come in. Colt 1, the player, we're going to engage the north SA2 with 88s and engage other active radar sites. So the HQ east and north sites as well. Primary being this SA2 above. It looks like this line here. So we're assigning this area up top, the AIs at the bottom, so they get 2 targets. It'll be interesting to try get AI to do seed. I've never done it, so it'll be a learning experience. Strike game plan. A lot going on, it looks like. So B1 coming in, F-18s, F-15Es, and A-10s, all striking multiple targets. Weapon storage scuds, C3 nodes, etc. Com flow. It looks to be the same as last mission. Nellis on channel 4, Darkstar 16, and then our 2 tankers as required. I do want to go back to the seed game plan. So after we take out our seed targets, we are going to set up cap tracks in support of the strike. So we'll be doing OCA functions at that point. Hey guys, welcome back. So let's go ahead and check out our planner for mission 2. So we're going to be doing some seed this time with some AGM 88s. I do have our route already highlighted, and it is the one in white. So it looks like we're going to take off from Nellis, hit steer 1, head north, up through the Sally corridor, and then over to Caliente at Pioche. And then our marshal is, again, at 7. 8 should be the FIBA, I suppose, and our fence-in point at that point. And then we're just going to provide seed out here in the west. We got an HQ7 here. Down here's the SA2 primary, and then another HQ7 battery over to the east. So that's going to be our prime targets. Not going to change anything here again. We're just going to leave it as creator's intent. So hopefully this goes well. Looks like it'll be pretty solid. So today we're doing Red Flag 21-1 Mission 2, which is a continuation of Phase 1, in which we destroyed that EWR site in our last sortie. This sortie we're going to do a little bit of weaseling with some AGM-88 harms on SA2 and HQ sites. So without further ado, you know me by now, I kind of like to do realistic cold starts as best that DCS can provide. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed right into that. Anything new I'll kind of touch on, but this will be relatively quiet for the startup procedure.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Alright, switches are set. Let's get this engine going. Get my kneeboards up. Alright, 9, 10, and 11 are our target points, 10 being the SA2 and 9 and 11 being the HQs. Alec table.
Pull up.
We do have an HTS pod. I'm going to keep it off though. We are going against SA2s and HQs, so nothing where we need that. It's kind of overkill. EPU gen check. And run the flick a spit. Bingo 4000. Throw bulls up. No hammocks today. Alright, bit pass. Get my alignment started. Weapon page up on the left. Power on the arm. Right brake.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and set up our table. So UFC SA2 is on table 3 at 126. So I'm going to go ahead and zero out the rest aside from 5. And those will show up as unknowns in table 3. And number 5 will throw that HQ at 128. Alright, verify alignment, good. Mids on, just under 2 minutes to taxi. Table 3 set. Alright, we got UUU2 and HQ. I don't know if this is going to save it when I power the arm off, but we'll see. So now I got 2 in HQ for table 3. Power off. Air ground off. CMDS real quick. 20 for bingos. And then release 5, interval 0.75 seconds for chaff and flare. Alright, that's set. Tack in, 12. Checks. Less than a minute. Alright, we are looking good. Set our altimeter. 30.17. We got 10 knots of wind out of the east. So we're going to need to give a little bit of rudder. And time on target for push, seed push 2135 at Sear 7. Set auto for now. 2135 for 7. Cool. Back to steer 1. And we're ready to taxi. Brake check.
Code 1-1. Clear to taxi to runway 3.
Left out of parking, right onto Foxtrot, left on Alpha. Cross 3 left, takeoff 3 right. Las Vegas directly in front of us. Got a nice little stratosphere right over there.
4 rolling.
We're going to skip the arming pads again due to DCS AI. And we're on Alpha, clearance to cross 3 left. And we'll hold short 3 right. Alright, get the rest of the switches. Alright, clearance 3 right, land up, or line up and wait. We're going to depart here. We're going to rotate at about 160 knots. We'll go ahead out of gate 300 knots. And we'll proceed up to 350 knots to navigate to push.
Code 1-1. Unable to clear for takeoff. Code 1-1. You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 28.21.
Alright, no lights. Into burner. Only a little bit of wind. Alright, so Dream 6 departure, and we're going to be going up the Sally corridor this time instead of El Cal. So slightly different from mission 1. Let's see, we're in Alaska stack at 26 to 29,000 feet. We'll probably sit at the lower end due to weight. And 2135 Zulu push. Pushing power to mill. Up to about 0.7 Mach, and then we'll begin our climb. Hopefully you can hear me better. I did lower the cockpit sounds as to not just hear those over my voice. Su-30s are up already.
Colt 1, nose departure. Clear tactical. Contact Dark Star. UHF, channel 16.
Dark Star Colt 1 as fragged. Request Sally corridor via Dream.
Colt 1, Dark Star, radar contact. Cleared Sally corridor via Dream. Shell tanker available. UHF channel 14. TACAN 83 Yankee. Arco tanker available. UHF channel 15. TACAN 94 Yankee. Picture available on request. Lowdown. South SA2 active. North SA2 active. South HQ7 active. North HQ7 active. East HQ7 active.
Hopefully we can take care of these SA2s and HQs though. I'm curious how the wingmen are gonna play for this. I don't think I've ever done seed with AI. Try to pop up through this gap in the clouds here, so we're not transiting through one.
Dodge 1, airborne.
Alright, looks like 15's over there. Yeah, we're not gonna hit the tanker for this one either. It's not a lot of time on station. Even with a, is it 40-minute pull, I think? Yeah, 40-minute pull.
Flight. Open
These
formation.
guys up.
4, affirm. 2, roger. 3, roger.
Nice cloudy day at NTTR. So mode 4 returns invalid. Up here, we did get the green, but it didn't tell if it's F15 or not, or 18, because we're not head-on or cold aspect. So I can't really get that radar down the inlet or exhaust to give us that info. Alright, steer 6. So after this one, we'll switch from auto back to manual for steer point selecting. We're about 8 minutes 30 seconds from push. We might get a circuit in. Who knows, before we have to push. It'll probably be just a solid orbit. Alright, there's 26,000 feet. We'll go ahead and give a couple hundred feet buffer. Alright, engages North SA2. And other active radar sites north of 3793. So this line, SA2 North HQ, East HQ7. Again, I only have 2 arms, so I'll try to see how I can get the wingman to participate. Maybe I'll let them take the SA2 and I'll take the HQs.
All players, Dark Star, pre-push briefing. Full up war, visibility good, broken clouds with showers. Picture available on request. Lowdown, South SA2 active, North SA2 active, South HQ7 active, North HQ7 active, East HQ7 active.
Setting up that course on the HSI for the east-west track, 090270, reciprocal. Not that it will matter, because we're not going to have enough time for a full racetrack. And back to manual for steer point. Throw an altitude hold. nice, easy orbit since we're kind of high. OCA is pushing out. Alright, we're going to tighten this up. We will be coming up on push time. Start a hack time for the plus 40 vol, so we have a little stopwatch going. Alright, pushing. Hack is started.
Flight, go wedge.
4, roger. 2, affirm. 4, 2, 3, affirm. Bullseye 119 for 24 at 35,000.
OCA's already doing good work. We'll fence in 15 miles from steer 8.
Ford 1, splash
Set the RWR for a low priority to search for same threats versus area. OCA is up here sanitizing.
Ford 1, Splash Bandit at bullseye 036 for 20 at 27,000.
Alright, we got 2 SA2s showing up. We're in a wide search pattern. So I'm going to hit the expand FOV button on the side stick. I'll change it to center. So center FOV on my station 3 harm. As you can see down here. And I'm going to put it on a left search. The reason being is when we approach, I'm going to head kind of northwest, and I want that arm seeker to be looking out to the left, and you'll see what I mean when I get up here. All right, 15 miles in, fencing in.
Ford 2, Splash Bandit at bullseye 081 for 10 at 22,000.
Look and help sanitize. IFF mode 4 came good. Alright, data link dropped from AWACS. These are all good guys, it looks like. Mode 4s are checking. Alright, referencing steer 9. Alright, I got a bunch of them. I got both HQs, both SA2s, that middle SA2 being our north one. Alright, let's see if I can get these AI to engage.
Flight. 4, roger. 2, roger. 3, copy.
Alright, that's our first HQ. I have it designated. We are 24 miles from that. I could do a pre-brief shot, but I'll just do this. Armament Seeker. And Magnum. So I waited till we were keyholed on the left on that weapon page. So I'm going to stay out of the mez.
All players, Dark Star, East HQ7 destroyed.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Steer 11.
Counter.
That 2's tracking now, getting close to its mez. I want to look at this other HQ site. Oh yeah, that's dead. It's smoking down there.
Engaging air defenses.
Alright, I'm gonna go for that SA2 then on this last harm. Steer 10 to get some ranging. Good range.
3. Engaging air defenses. 3. Running in. 2. Engaging air defenses. 2. Sand launch, 10 o'clock.
I don't think that's our
Sand
sand.
launch, 10 o'clock. 2. Engage defenses. 2. Sand launch, 12 o'clock. 2. Sand launch, 1 o'clock.
'Mez, there it is. Magnum.
2. Running in. 2. Missile away. 4. Engaging air defenses.
'And a good kill.
All players, Dark Star, North SA2 destroyed.
Missed that one.
3, engaging air defenses.
These AI are wild.
3, engaging air defenses.
Yeah, they probably shut off their radar on that first harm that I threw out, so it missed, overshot. And I think my AI took out the East HQ.
Pontiac, in from the northeast, engaging utility at bullseye 420.
Curious if they're Winchester on harms.
Engaging air defenses. Engaging air defenses.
Alright, get him, 3.
Springfield, 1, in from the northeast, engaging artillery at bullseye 421.
Running in. 3, missile away.
Pontiac, kill utility at bullseye 420.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, there we go. Good stuff.
All players, Dark Star. North HQ 7 destroyed.
Dodge 1, in from the north, engaging bunker at Bulls 211, Fort 17. Flight, join up.
2, rejoin. 3, rejoin. 4, rejoin.
Alright, so we'll just set up a cap track, I guess.
Artillery at Balls 224, 421. Springfield 1, defending Sam at Bullseye 218, 430.
Throw on autopilot. We have about 22 minutes left for goal, or until all these strikers egress. Alright, those guys are all attacking their stuff.
Dodge 1, in from the west, engaging bunker at Bullseye 211, 417. Tusk 1, in from the northeast, engaging armor at Bullseye 194, Dodge 1, kill bunker at Bullseye 211, 417.
Alright, so right around in there is the kills. Let's go delouse. There's some red.
Counter.
This is messy.
Dodge 1, defending bandit at Bulls 207, 420.
Alright, we trail.
Dodge 1, defending bandit at Bulls 231, 417.
And Fox 3, 186 for 18.
Springfield 1, showtime. You're dead.
Tusk 1, kill armor at Bullseye 192, 413. Tusk 1, defending Sam at Bulls 218, 430.
Tusk 1, showtime. You're dead.
Ford 1, Splash Bandit at Bulls 158 for 11 at 23,000. Ford 1, Splash Bandit at Bullseye 163 for 12 at 23,000. Ford 1, Splash Bandit at Bullseye 170 for 12 at 23,000. Ford 2, Splash Bandit at Bulls 210 for 16 at 17,000.
Get a cold flow going.
Ford 2, Splash Bandit. Ford 1, Splash Bandit at Bulls 193 for 13 at 18,000. Ford 2, Splash Bandit at Bulls. Ford 1, Splash Bandit at Bullseye 194 for 13 at 17,000.
Fuel state's still great. With Springfield, they died. Ooh, strike, huh? Doesn't help when the bandits spawn right on top of them, I guess.
Ford 1, Splash Bandit at Bullseye 201 for 14 at 12,000.
Data link's so goofy here.
Ford 1, Splash Bandit at Bullseye 206 for 19 at 9,000.
These guys are just spawn camping, it looks like now. That's funny. flow cold, I guess. We'll work on egressing out. Looks like these are the last flights. Alright. Well, unsure if I got that kill on that one bandit or not.
Altitude.
Well, that wasn't good. Eh. Almost had a mishap there. Well, we got all our C targets. It doesn't look like Colt 2 got their SA2. Still see it pinging. with AI make me nervous. I'll take a LFE with a bunch of inexperienced guys any day over AI. That's current iteration anyway. Alright, we'll probably fence out up here at steer 12 and give a BDA to a Dark Star.
Dark Star, Colt 1, in-flight report. Target destroyed.
There it is.
Colt 1, Dark Star, copy. You're cleared RTB.
I'll send the AI movement out.
Flight, RTB.
4, roger. 2, affirm. 2, RTB. 3, affirm. 3, RTB.
Fast flare.
Whoops. I don't know why that static happens sometimes, but you just gotta turn the volumes all the way down and back on. We'll shut the radio off and do a reset. Alright, fence out. say we're gonna prep for landing 29 right. Or sorry, 21 right. 209 heading. Oh, I hate this heck stopwatch sometimes. You can never remember the increment up, down, up, down, down. As you saw there. The rest of the flight. pattern altitude 18 plus 15, 3350. Check's good. Fuel looks good. Get this targeting pod stowed.
Colt 1, Dark Star, push NATSIF, UHF Channel 4. Asymmetric landing. That'll be right. There's airfield in sight. Strip off into the distance. Wind slightly east-southeast. Knots.
crosswind a little bit tighter and our base loosen up a little bit.
Altitude. Altitude.
Alright, wind out of the east.
Altitude. Altitude.
Alright, we're gonna overhead brake right traffic. Allow 29.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Thirteen knots of wind. A little wider with the wind. And too short final. A little low. Feet will be in the flare. Power back. Uh-oh, I hope he's gonna stop. Ooh, that would have been bad. Alright, boards in.
Code 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Alright, that was an alright mission. Got the AI wingman to work for Seed, so that's cool. They were getting after it on those HQ sites. This could prove interesting. Plenty of gas still, 4,200 pounds. Still landed heavy. Not as heavy as that guy though with arms still.
Chief, place the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Alright, again, pretty cool mission. Excited to see what mission 3 is going to bring. I think it's a night mission. I kind of saw a sneak peek of the documents earlier. I think it was nighttime. I could be wrong. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like or even hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.